On today's adventure, we're at Dollywood Theme Park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee to do a full video tour of the Dolly Parton Experience. We'll be walking you through every room of the Songteller building, which is a museum of the life of Dolly Parton that highlights not only her music accomplishments, but movies and much more. You'll be able to see a guitar come to life as you watch Dolly Parton perform, and an entire room that comes to life as you are surrounded by a movie that goes through the life of Dolly Parton. We will also bring you into the behind the scenes building to give you a look inside, showing you the process of what it takes to make Dolly look like, well, Dolly. So whether you're planning an upcoming trip to Dollywood and want to know how long it will take you to go through this new area, or you simply want to take a virtual tour with us inside, we hope you enjoy this video. So as we get started, there's one of Dolly Parton's original tour buses that you are able to take a tour on when you come here. Right next to the bus, down here by the Dolly Parton Experience sign, you'll notice this QR code. This is one of 14 total QR codes that you have the option of scanning if you'd like, and if you do scan them all, you end up getting a digital gift. So let's get started in the Songteller building over here to the left, which was formerly the Chasing Rainbows Museum, but now has this giant shimmering butterfly right out front. As we walk in, here is some info about the access to the building. You can pause the video to read more details. As you first walk into the building, you'll notice this giant photo of Dolly Parton, and to the left, you begin to read about Dolly's roots and dreams. If you look up into the ceiling, you'll notice all sorts of leaves and lyrics up above, and they have a wall dedicated over here to Dolly's early life in East Tennessee. And right next to that, you'll come to a replica of Dolly Parton's coat of many colors that lights up and plays music when you touch the button in front of it. From there, you begin to read and learn about Dolly's road to Nashville as you enter a room that looks like a bus. And what I found very interesting is if you look in the rear view of the bus, you see a photo of Cades Cove, which is part of the nearby Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I thought that was a really neat little touch in the back of the bus, easily missed if you're not paying attention. The movie up front is about 5 minutes long, and it's always subject to change, so they can change out what movie's playing, but you can sit over here on the chairs or read all the things on the wall and go through this area at your own pace, which would apply to the next room as well, which has headlines on the wall, lights, camera, action, and begins to highlight Dolly Parton's transition from the stage to TV. It highlights her time on the Porter Wagoner show, including some outfits from this part of her career, including some highlights of her very famous I Will Always Love You song. It continues highlighting a number of variety shows that Dolly Parton has been a part of. You can see this classic TV with Dolly and Miss Piggy over here to the right, and has a great photo opportunity to sit on the swing next to this Dolly sign. From the swing, you're able to see a number of outfits and a wig that Dolly used on the movie 9 to 5. You're able to read more details about each of these and all the items behind glass inside the Dolly Parton Experience. Next to that, you have another great photo opportunity with this 9 to 5 desk that you're able to get a photo at. And as we swing around the desk, there's this white thing on the desk. For any of you kids out there, this is what phones used to be like. And here's what it actually looks like when you sit back here. And here is what the note says on the desk. Along with 9 to 5, there is a wall with a TV that highlights a number of other movies that Dolly Parton has been in. If I were to think of the most famous one to me, I'd have to say Steel Magnolias. Let me know in the comments, what other movies do you think of when you think of Dolly Parton? And across from the TV, you can see a number of outfits Dolly wore during her 2019 Heartstrings TV series on Netflix, and continues on to a number of guitars that she has used through the years. And again, I just want to remind you, you're able to stop and read things on the wall or inside the glass cases. As long as you like, you're able to go throughout this experience at your own pace. The next room highlights a number of Dolly's achievements through the years as you walk into the room that has a number of her awards on the wall and a guitar that cycles through Dolly playing a number of different songs. Here are a few highlights. It might be hard to tell from the video, but it's actually a 3D guitar, so it's a physical guitar up on the wall that's projected onto. And again, the wall has a number of awards that Dolly has won through the years, such as this one down here for her and Kenny Rogers selling 3 million copies of Islands in the Stream. That is what we are. On to the next room is where I'll never be, which is the collaboration room, which has lots of photos. Everyone has done collaborations with Dolly. There is a collaboration key on the wall, which tells you who is featured in each photo with Dolly if you're not sure who they are. This is also a waiting area for the next room, which has a presentation that runs about 5 to 6 minutes long. So you can hang in here for a little bit, and when the doors open, you're able to go into this massively large room. So once everyone is in the room, it begins to come to life on every wall. Here are a few highlights of what it's like.
Even though we were poor, I loved our little house on Locust Ridge. It was my home, peaceful, beautiful, right here in the Smokies. It's a place I go back to often in my memories. There was a lot of faith and a lot of love in our family. Looking back, those early days shaped everything I do. I begin each day with a prayer that God will lead me and guide me, because through Him, all things are possible. It was always my dream when I graduated from high school to move to Nashville. I told my folks that I wasn't going to come home until I had something to show for it. So I headed out to follow my dreams. Before I knew it, my music career was taking off. I always say those first few years in Nashville taught me how to put wings on my dreams. Here you come again, just when I'm about to get myself together. You walk right in the door, just like Share stories that we uplifting to others, to share hope with others that might be down on the luck, may not see a way out, to help people see that one of the simplest things that we can do is love, to invite everybody to dream big and to make the world a better place through hope, acceptance, faith, and above all else, love. I do wish you joy. I wish you love's happiness.
We did want to point out that there's no door preventing you from leaving this show at any time if you needed to. You can walk right through this exit to the left, which will bring you to the next and last room, which focuses on Dolly's desire to shine the light and make a difference in the world. It highlights her Imagination Library program that at the time of recording has given over 238 million books into the hands of kids. It has a counter on the wall and is synced up to real-time data of the current number of books and goes up every time a new book is donated. Next, we're going into the behind the scenes building featuring Dolly's life in rhinestones. As you enter this building, which was formerly a retail store called Dolly's Closet, you are greeted with a large photo of Dolly in its one big open main floor. You're able to explore at your own pace. As you start to the right, it has a great activity for kids of all ages, allowing you to dress up Dolly with a number of magnetic outfits and guitars. Sewing fans would love this area with drawers that you can open and learn more about the process of creating many of Dolly's very unique outfits through the years. There's a short presentation on the wall with a number of photos, and I did mention that you can put clothes and a guitar on Dolly. I also forgot you could also do a wig as well. In the next area, it's got a little thing on the wall. It says, "I will always love shoes," and it says it cost a lot of money to look this cheap on the wall with a picture of Dolly. And speaking of shoes, there are a number of them that Dolly has worn through the years you can check out, along with a number of outfits and accessories that Dolly has utilized throughout the years. There's a little movie you can watch being presented up on the wall, and again, lots of different outfits that you can read about and learn about, along with another outfit over here to the right, as well as a number of wigs Dolly has utilized through the years. Up on the wall it says, "It's hard to be a diamond in a rhinestone world." Next, we come to some more outfits over here. The black one in the middle was very interesting to me because she wore that during Big Bear Mountain's grand opening. You can see they're featuring Dolly Parton's perfumes, but this, along with other items in here, over time can change, so there will be different items on display through the years. One thing that won't change is this little mirror over here in the corner before you leave, which is a great photo op inside behind the scenes. Right next door at the DreamSong Theater is a new area called Precious Memories inside the DreamSong lobby. We will be showing you what it's like in our next video. At the time of recording this tour, Heidi Parton's Kin and Friends is the main show at this time. You would enter into the DreamSong Theater over here to the right, as they have stroller and ECV parking over here. There is also a new Dolly's fan shop, which we'll also show you in our next video. So do us a favor and like this video if you found it helpful or enjoyable, and make sure you are subscribed to see more updates of what's going on at Dollywood. So how long does it take to go through the Dolly Parton Experience? I would say you could go through the Songteller building in about 30 minutes, or if you take your time and read everything, I could see someone going through in as long as 2 hours. As far as behind the scenes, I could see myself walking through in about 15 minutes. But again, if you want to read more, you can take your time and do so. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments about the Dolly Parton Experience. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure.